at 7:30. First order of business is to appoint President Pro Tem.
I'll make a motion that we appoint Don Bodaw as President Pro Tem to replace Larry today.
I'll support.
Well, we'll take a vote.
Yeah.
All in favor? Say aye.
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 Any opposed? I hear nothing. Don, you are now Pro Tem.
Okay, doing the roll call now.
I will do that, yes. Roll call. Blackstock.
Here.
Blair.
Here.
Horn.
Here.
Pat Salas.
Here.
Boda.
Here,
Town. Here.
Simon's excused.
And where is there's Mr. Horn. Okay. Pledge of allegiance.
Pledge
I pledge allegiance to the flag
United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, I believe everybody has had a chance to
Never did.
look over the agenda.
Somebody's playing.
If we do, just get a motion for approval for tonight's agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda as presented.
I'll support.
Okay, there's been a motion, there's been support. Any further discussion? If not, all those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Next item on the agenda is to approve the minutes of May 15th, 2017. Entertain a motion for approval.
If anybody don't see any corrections on the minutes, I'll make a motion that we approve the minutes as presented for May the 15th, 2017.
I'll support.
Okay, there's been a motion, there's been a support to approve the minutes of May 15th, 2017. Any further discussion? If not, all those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. All right, at this point, we have public comment for anyone who wants to go up to the agenda or speak about something that's not on the agenda. State your name and address.
My name's Cindy Boda. I'm the Chair of the Park Commission, and my address is 5425 Point Drive. I'd just like to remind everyone that all of our parks are like the rest of our township. You must have your dog on a leash, a 6-foot leash. We've had a lot of problems in the park lately. A lot of people like to run their dogs, do different things that they don't have their dogs on a leash. There's some dogs that are just running free, maybe from the houses back on Meisner Road. That's not allowed. You need to be with your dog, have your dog under control. The park manager is constantly asking people, and the DPW, when they're in there mowing, they're constantly asking people to put their dogs on a leash. Please honor that and respect that. And the other thing is the closing times are posted outside each gate. It's changed through May and June as it's later, it's light later. So look at those times and respect the times that are posted. The other thing is there's one more opening on the Park Commission. One of the people that was elected to the Park Commission sold her house and had to move out of the township. So there's a an opening, someone would be appointed to that opening till a year from November, and then you'd have to run for that position. But we really could use one more person on the Park Commission. If you're interested, come into the Township Hall and talk to one of the gals. So thank you very much. Thanks for respecting our park, and
Thank you, Cindy.
Anyone else?
Hi, my name's Steve Short. I live at 5049 Bryson Lane,
Excuse me,
and
spell your last name.
SHORT. And
I'm sorry, your address again on Bryson Lane.
5049.
Thank you.
I just moved there recently.
Okay, thank you.
My only concern was sometimes I kayak up and down the river, and even when I go outside my house, I can smell feces. So I'm just worried about people's septics going into the river. And I've cruised down and I've seen feces coming out of those pipes every once in a while, and I'm not sure about who to talk to, but maybe you can get somebody looking at those houses and what's going on there. And that's basically it. That's, I don't know if you guys do anything about that or have somebody
We can have,
looking,
we
or,
can have that checked.
Okay.
See if they can trace it down.
okay, I appreciate it.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Good evening. I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Steve Pangori, Pangori. I'm with Anderson, Eckstein, and Westrick. We're one of the firms that submitted a bid for the engineering services that's on the agenda tonight, and also for the surveying work on, is it Bryson Lane too?
Bryson
also?
Lane.
Yes. And I'm here out of curiosity and to answer any questions that may come up if the opportunity presents itself.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a card.
See who's low.
Thank you.
All right, the next item on the agenda is the consent agenda. And it's the following: C1, St. Clair County Community College millage levy. C2, St. Clair Council on Aging thank you letter for the donation we gave. C3 is the May 2017 Building Department report. C4 is the Ontario rate increase letter. The rates out the county landfill have gone up, so naturally they're gonna go up. C5 is a May 2017 Beautification Committee minutes. And C6 is the May 2017 Marine City Fire Report. I'll entertain a motion to, make a motion to accept the consent agenda.
If there's no corrections to the consent agenda, I'll make a motion that the consent agenda be approved as presented. Support.
Okay, there's been a motion and a support to accept the consent agenda. Any further discussion?
On the Mtera contract, what did, I don't know if any board member recalls, was there a clause in there that they could raise the rates if the landfill, I know there was something for gas.
Yeah, that was a diesel cost, wasn't it?
Yeah, if there was gas went up, I know they could alter their cost, but we'll have Larry look into that, but I don't know if there was a clause in there if they could, if the fees went up for the solid waste.
I recall there is.
There is?
I
Okay.
recall there is, but, you know,
There's quite a bit of raise there. too.
better check it.
Okay, that's all I had.
Thank you. Okay, our next item on the agenda are the disbursements. We have invoices.
Excuse me, we need to vote on that.
I'm sorry. Okay, take and vote on the consent agenda. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Next item is the disbursements. We have invoices in the amount of $34,476.36. We have accounts payable, $648,977.93. We have payroll in the amount of $24,320.82. Payroll direct deposit, $18,863.09. And EFTs of $43,424.84, for total disbursements of $770,063.04.
I'll make a motion that we pay the bills in the amount of $770,063.04.
I'll support.
Okay, there's been a motion and a support to accept the disbursements of $770,063.04. Any further discussion? If not, all those, have a roll call, please.
Blackstock,
Yes.
Blair,
Yes.
Horn,
Yes.
Pat Salas,
Yes.
Voda,
Yes.
Town, yes.
Okay. Disbursements pass. Okay, next item on the agenda is new business. And get caught up here. The first item under new business is MTA annual dues. And I noticed they have on here, they have the legal defense, which every year I believe we take off. They keep putting it on every year, and
Yeah, we
we keep
don't.
taking it off.
They have to give us that option every year, but we don't
Right.
accept it.
So if you take the $160.59 away from the $5,353, it should,
5,363.
Well, we would pay $5,353.
Right.
By the way, last year, the dues were $5,332, so that's a raise of $21.
all right, okay, that's not bad.
The officials need to be corrected on the backside. The clerk and the trustee are incorrect.
Yes.
Yeah, they gotta be updated in this Township Association. Because we have the new clerk.
I'll speak with Sandy about
Knox,
that.
he's no longer on the board.
I'll speak with Sandy about that.
Okay, good.
You have to get the
Jerry
new-
Jones, he's gone.
you have to get the new names on the board.
Okay, that'll have to be updated. Okay,
I will make a motion to pay the MTA annual dues of $5,353.
Support.
okay, a motion and support to pay the MTA dues of $5,353 and not to pay the legal defense fund. We already have attorneys, so. Okay, have a roll call on that, please.
Blair,
Yes.
Horn,
Yes.
Pat Salas.
Yes.
Voda,
Yes.
Town, yes. Blackstock, yes.
Okay, next item. Next item on our new business is the refunds. What these are is Belver Road. These would be refunds to the residents from the township. These for residents that paid for sewer assessments. township has since then recovered the cost of these fees now, so residents, that paid to run the sewers can now be refunded. Bill refunds, I can, read the parcel number and the amount they would be refunded.
I don't think they've captured all their costs yet. Did they capture all their costs? I don't think they have.
Kim Weil
This-
was on there, and he hasn't been on here.
This tabulation on the second sheet was done by Mark, our assessor. And he tells me it is correct.
From what I remember, the township didn't have any money invested in the extension 2. They only had it in extension 3. And they're reimbursing the people in extension 2. I'd like to see it tabled so that we could get back and get these corrected. That was my thought, because I was at these meetings. I don't know what Angelo thinks, but
I definitely think that, I would like to table this also because it's not consistent with the agreement that we had back in, 20 years ago is what it was. And I would just like to talk to Larry and talk to the attorney and see how they came up with the figures that they did and the property owners that they did, because on the resolution, it says that the property owners are the ones that are to get the refund, not the original people that put the money up.
Present owners.
Okay.
present
and-
owners.
Yeah, that's
the
not
refund.
right. The agreement we had with people that paid the money are the people that get the money back. Why should those property owners get that refund when they never paid nothing into it?
Yes,
Well,
I
they-
agree.
They did when they bought the property. That's the way the tax assessor looks at it. When they purchased the property, the original owners got their money back.
well, the owner on
That's
one
what,
of,
the tax assessor made this list.
the owner on one of the properties right now in number 3 is Anthony Elbow, and his name isn't even on there. That was the property that K.L. Weil owned.
Okay, but what they're doing is they're giving, again, that they're giving the money back to the owners that own the property at this time. And I can understand, what you're saying, that when they bought the property, but they didn't have to pay the construction cost, they didn't have to pay the tap-in fees. I mean, they didn't pay any of that stuff when they bought the house.
They just reaped a profit.
So-
No, they paid for it when they bought the property.
Well, then if they paid for it, then the township is double dipping, triple dipping. Because we paid 100%. The landowners across are paying 75%, then we're supposed to get 25% back again. So that's 150. Now, if the new owner's also paying for it,
Well, they're paying back the people that they bought the property from. They're returning their money there at that time.
Is it because of the increased value of the home
Right.
due to the sewer? And
Yeah, the home increased in value because of sewer.
I'd like to
We can
have
table it though, because we'll
Yeah.
just take it back to Mark.
yeah, well, I'd like to table it again, just to get the clarification on the whole thing. And Mark did say then that they've recouped their money then at this point in time?
Yes,
Wow, that's awesome.
that's why it goes to the owner, the present owner. We can go, we can table it and we can take it back to him.
Yeah, I just would like better explanation on it, as opposed to the way it just came in, the way it came in. I guess they didn't get this till May 24th, so we haven't had a lot of chance to research it, because I do have a lot of paperwork on this. But I would like to table it until we get further explanation from our supervisor and our assessor.
Anyone support the motion to table this till next meeting?
I'll support.
Okay. All right, there's been a motion, there's been support to table this item on the sewer fees for the Bell River Road properties until our next meeting. All those in favor, or any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Okay, number 3 under new business is the township engineer's proposal. We've got,
These proposals are the, for surveying, which we have the tabulated sheet. Larry's intent was to, recommend that we pay
Yeah, Bryson,
project
no,
control
this-
engineering the $3,800 for Bryson Lane only.
yeah, I talked to Larry last night, and he said, he recommended that we look at just Bryson Lane now, because, you know, 2 other roads back there, have only got a few homes on it.
Are we,
Mr. President, I
Oh.
think we're discussing the wrong.
Right,
item.
right.
I think we're supposed to be discussing those proposals, right?
Number 3 is the bids.
Oh,
This
I'm
is,
sorry.
this is the
Yeah, okay.
unfinished business is the Bryson Lane.
Open my eyes. when I
Yeah,
see
number
that.
3 is the bids.
Oh, we're opening these instead? Well, I see what you're saying, yeah.
I'm just wondering if Wade and Trim, when they done that subdivision down there, if they didn't have to, do the surveying on the road to get the right-of-ways for the setbacks.
So you're saying it might already be done?
I think that Wade and Trim already did it.
Would it be worth contacting them then?
With the Bryson Lane?
Mhm. They have to get the road right-of-way to get the setbacks for the new homes.
First
The setback
package
so far from the road right-of-way.
first package is BMJ. They have a letter, they don't have a lump sum price. It's 2 binders with qualifications, local firm, they're a local firm, 23 members on staff, Michigan Corporation, on Huron Ave in Port Huron. There's really no dollar value, that might be somewhere here in the qualifications.
It was, I was talking to Larry last night, he was talking of perhaps forming a committee when these bids are opened, and perhaps one of the members, like maybe a 3-person committee, and one of them ought to be, at least one of them ought to be one of the supervisors, like the,
Lane or Chuck or
Chuck, or,
Dwayne?
because they deal with the engineers constantly, so. It was also suggested that, once these are open, looked at, that we just make a motion to receive and file them until we form a committee to look at the,
Correct.
at the whole thing.
This is from Anderson, Erickson, and Westrick.
No question.
No, I'm not looking at it, I just
He didn't get a
get it
price
on the record that
did he?
we're opening.
He got it. Look
Yeah,
at it.
it's already on there.
This is for the Bryson, this is Bryson. That's something, that's,
Yeah, but they're all on there.
no, that's this one. This is
So
for
I
this
just
here.
marked Bryson Lane.
Yeah, but that's not the price, that's the price to do Bryson Lane, for the topographical studies. Right now, we're doing, this is for the engineers.
This is
the
Wade Trim?
engineers.
Project Control Engineering. professional services company. One, two, three, 4, and 5.
Five, okay.
No, I'll have them listed in the minutes.
Okay. As I said, I spoke to Larry last night, and he stated that, perhaps after these bids were open this evening, we could, receive and file what we open tonight. And next, when he gets back, after the next
This is
meeting, we'll
low.
take and, form a committee with at least one of the supervisors from the water plant, wastewater plant, or from the DPW, and a couple of other board members to form a committee and look these over and contact these companies if there's any questions and so forth, to get a price from them. So if we could get a motion to receive and file.
I'll make the motion that we receive and file.
Support?
And the committee, what they're doing is they're probably just gonna compile everything, so we compare apples to apples, and then come back with a recommendation to the board.
Yes.
I'll support that.
Okay, there's a motion and a support to receive and file these bids. Any further discussion?
Yes. I would like to make sure that when we contract with a surveyor, that we have a timeline in it, that they're bonded and insured, and that we have extra costs.
A survey, we're for what? We're not talking Bryson Lane right now.
Wait a minute, maybe I missed.
This is for services by engineering firms for,
No, I understand that, but when
what you're talking about is Bryson Lane and stuff, and that's,
when we do the survey in the contract, am I premature?
Yes.
Okay. Sorry.
okay. No further discussion? All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Okay, item number 4, under new business. Blaine wants to hire, or has hired, a new DPW employee. His name is James Jolicoeur. And, this wants the board's approval on that. I think he did start today, though, but they just wanted his approval, by the board, this as soon as they could do it.
Right, and if we recall, we did say at the last meeting that we did give him the approval to go ahead and hire somebody just to get him in.
Right.
And again, his wages and everything as per union contract, so the board doesn't have a lot of say on that, but I'll make a motion that we approve the hiring of James Jolicoeur for the new DPW employee.
I'll support.
There's been a motion support to hire a new DPW employee. Any further discussion? If not, roll call vote, please.
Horn,
Yes.
Pat Salas.
Yes.
Oda,
Yes.
Town, yes. Blackstock,
Yes.
Blair.
Yes.
Okay, it's done. Okay, now we have the unfinished business, which is the Bryson Lane quotes. And he was looking at having just Bryson Lane done, or unless the board wanted the cost for all three roads for topographical and survey. I checked with Sandy Smith today. She did say that when the bids went out, that they mentioned in the letters for the bids that the topographical and survey were both listed in the letters for the bids. Uh,
So are we, 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 are are we just making a decision on Bryson Lane alone? Is that what Larry recommended? Is that
That's
what
what
he
he
wants?
recommended, because, that's, most houses, that's the one that's traveled the most.
Well, that's,
According
the
to
road, Bryson Lane, it's probable, or very probable, that the road is shifted through use. That's moved. So we need to have it surveyed before we start digging ditches and improving
Right.
the drainage, et cetera.
And we tried to do this many years ago, and some of the people up there just were screaming and hollering, saying, you're taking my front yard, or you're doing this, you're doing that. Somebody that lived on a curve and that street was yelling, you're not taking up anymore my front yard, and get out, and all this kind of stuff. So I kind of ended that project for a time.
According to these figures that I've been looking at, Project Control is the lowest bidder for Bryson Lane.
Right. At $3,810.
Right.
Next closest one was way trim at $3,850,
Mm-hmm.
$40 more. Other ones were rural professional service, they want $7. Anderson, Eckstein, and Westrick, they quoted a price of $4,625. And BMJ Engineers and Surveyors, they came in with a bid of $5,900. Again, those prices are all for Bryson Lane.
Project Control Engineering is a local group. I've heard very good things about them
Yeah, they're all good.
from surveyors.
Well, if he wants a motion just on Bryson Lane, I'll make a motion that we hire Project Control with the lowest bid.
Support.
Okay. There's been a motion, there's been support to accept the bid of Project Control Engineering Incorporated of $3,810 for Bryson Lane. Any further discussion? If not, all those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
We need a roll call.
Oh, sorry, roll call vote.
Pat Salas,
Yes.
Boda,
Yes.
Cowan, yes. Blackstock,
Yes.
Blair,
Yes.
Horn.
Horn, yes.
Okay. It is passed for Project Control Engineering Incorporated. For Bryson Lane. Okay, that ends the agenda for this evening. Under announcements, we have one announcement here. Stewart, Bovee, and Whipple, our auditors, will be here to present the audit at June 19th, 2017 meeting.
I have a couple letters.
Okay.
First one is Michigan House of Representative Dan Flowers, Majority Floor Leader. His letter thanks us for contacting him concerning the Ontario Power Generation and Bruce Nuclear Generating Station. This letter is concerning the storage of nuclear material. It's critically important to both the United States and Canada, providing millions of Americans and Canadians with drinking water. So he agrees with our resolution. The next one is from Comcast, dated May 15. Effective on or around July 1, 2017, Esquire will no longer be available on the channel lineup.
That's a shame, isn't it?
Also on or around July 11, Cinemax West programming will be changed to Movie Max HD programming on channels 276 and 1938. Also on or around July 15th, Olympics Channel HD will be available on channel 1240 with our digital preferred tier. Universal HD on channel 1240 will be ceasing operations.
never-ending
Interesting.
changing.
Another shame. Okay, that's all I have.
That's all I have.
Okay. Time for, the next item on the agenda is for member comments. Mr. Horn?
I have none tonight.
Okay, Mr. Pitts.
Nothing tonight, thank you.
Mr. Town?
No comment?
Okay,
Nothing.
that's it for you.
I
I
have
know
something.
you'd have something.
Okay, the Historical Commission, which are caretakers of the Red Brick Schoolhouse and Museum, are hosting an open house this Saturday from 1 to 4. We are going to display vintage fishing equipment. Simon Douglas is bringing it in. Okay, Anglers Outfitters up River Road has set us up with a fishing rod and a tackle box, which we are going to have a free raffle and give away. So we hope that we'll see you. Thank you.
This is for everybody that shows up.
A free raffle.
A free raffle.
How can you have that? How does that work?
You put your name on a piece of paper and put it in a bucket, and we.
Oh, I see, you draw a name,
We
okay.
draw one name.
I got the open house, it was in July for the wine tasting.
Well, we hope to see you out there. The Red Brick is on Meisner Road. Thank you.
Okay. I have no comments this evening. Well, I do have one I was gonna bring it up. I've complained about this at least twice in the last 4 years. If you go down here on River Road, you drive in towards Marine City, where they repaved the highway there a number of years ago, they put the curb and gutter in on 29 south of Francis Street. They got the new curb and gutter in along there. It just ceases to amaze me why the county can insist on leaving a sign stuck in somebody's front yard of you cannot park on the shoulder. There's no shoulder.
There's no shoulder.
It hasn't been for years. Yeah. I've complained saying, no, come by the truck and pull the thing out, you don't need it. You still haven't done it. I'll bring it up next meeting. Okay. Next on the agenda is entertain a motion for adjournment for tonight's meeting.
I'll make that motion at 8 minutes after 8. We adjourn.
Support?
Support.
Okay, motion and support to adjourn at 8:08. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor signify by aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, we are now adjourned. Thank you.